As significant holy grounds, Baalbek was a center for Mesopotamian, Roman, Christian, and Islamic worship, as each group introduced their own heritage to this sacred monument. Up until 150 before Christ, the site was a temple dedicated to the Phoenician gods Astarte and Baal. It is not hard to imagine that the wreath and sacrifices carried out for Astarte, the goddess of fertility and war, were then shifted to Venus during the Roman colonization. The decline of these ruins began when the temple passed to the Ottoman Empire. It was abandoned and left in ruins. In addition, earthquakes, storms, and natural forces continued to tear the site apart. The sheer magnitude of these temples have created something of a puzzle for archaeologists, as they continually theorize as to how rocks of this grandeur could have been carved and assembled. Today, the ruins of Baalbek still stand as one of Lebanon's most prized historical treasures. Walking through this sacred site, one can't help but picture all the different people who have worshipped here at the altars of their gods.
Work probably began around 16 BC and was nearly complete by about AD 60. It is situated of the western end of the Great Court of Roman Heliopolis on a broad platform of stone raised another 7 meters above the huge stone of the foundation. It was the biggest temple dedicated to Jupiter in the Roman Empire. The columns were 22.9 meters height with a diameter of nearly 2.5 meters, the biggest of its time. It is sited on an altitude of 1,145 meters. It was an important religious site during the Roman Empire.
It was the main building in a huge great court of a Roman pagan temple complex that still partially stands. This temple was dedicated to the Roman Zeus, which is called Jupiter, and the construction was started by Julius Caesar and continued later on by Augustus.
A number of Julio-Claudian emperors enriched the temple sanctuary in turn. In the mid-1st century, Nero built the tower altar opposite the temple. In the early 2nd century, Trajan added the temple's forecourt, with porticos of pink granite chipped from Aswan at the southern end of Egypt.
The temple of Jupiter was ruined by earthquakes, destroyed and pillaged, for stone under Theodosius and again under Justinian. 8 columns were taken to Constantinople, which Istanbul currently, for incorporation into Hagia Sophia.
The temple had a golden statue of Apollo or Zeus, represented as a beardless youth, and in the grip of Charioteer. His right hand held a whip, the left a lightning bolt.
The Temple of Jupiter contained a total of 54 columns. It is surrounded by 10 columns along the facade and 19 columns on the side. Today, after the ruination of time, only 6 of these columns are still standing. The foundation of the Temple of Jupiter contains 3 massive monoliths, which are known as the Trilithon: the Pregnant Woman, the Southern Stone, and the Forgotten Stone. The stone of the pregnant woman, although the smallest of the 3 monoliths, it is also the most famous due to its fine condition, the opposing angle at which it lies, and its never having been fully hidden by earth. It weighs about 1,000 tons. There are multiple stories behind the name. One says the monolith is named after a pregnant woman who tricked the people of Baalbek into believing that she knew how to move the giant stone if only they fed her until she gave birth. Others say the name comes from the legends that a pregnant jinn were assigned the task of cutting and moving the stone, while others say that the name reflects the belief that a woman who touches the stone experiences an increase in fertility. The Stone of the South, also called the Second Monolith, was rediscovered in the same quarry in the 1990s, with its weight estimated at 1,242 tons. The Forgotten Stone, also called the Third Monolith, was discovered in the same quarry in 2014 by the Lebanese university team in collaboration with the German Archaeological Institute. It weighs around 1,650 tons, making it the largest stone ever quarried.